But I want you to take a look at this. You're driving down the street, you see that on the other side of the fence, you're thinking, oh, it's a woods. No, it's not a forest. There are recent photos, these are recent photos of a home in Perrysburg Township that neighbors and officials say is overgrown and an absolute mess, and they've had enough of it. Steve Iwanicki spoke with a frustrated neighbor and the township zoning inspector. This one's been getting a lot of attention, Steve.
And not in a good way, Jeff. The inspector told me this house is unlike anything that he's ever seen before. A mobile home surrounded by a tangled, overgrown mess so bad the township had to step in.
It doesn't make me feel safe, that's for sure.
For almost 2 years, Perry has lived a couple houses down from this. He didn't want to show his face or share his full name, but he says he's had enough of living by what he calls an eyesore and a threat.
And there's quite a few animals around here, raccoons and whatnot. And we had to dispose of one coon that was chasing after my father-in-law.
He says those animals are coming from this house off Wilson Street in Perrysburg Township. Township zoning inspector JD Justus says it's been abandoned for nearly 18 years.
It is the worst property that I've seen in my 2 years here.
Justus says until neighbors started complaining last month, he didn't even realize a house was there.
I've been by that property many times. I just thought it was a woods. Then the other neighbors started to come out complaining about skunks, possums, snakes. There's beehives in there. One of the neighbors got stung, and so that first drew my attention to it.
Wood County auditor records show the owner is James Critchley Jr. of Toledo. On October 1st, the township had seen enough, officially declaring the property a nuisance. Justice says the owner has until October 21st to clean it up. And as of last week, he started. Take a look. 2 weeks ago, the yard looked like this. But now, much of the front yard is clear. Perry says it's a step in the right direction and hopes it continues.
There's a lot of heritage here in this house. Yeah. And so I know that something like that is definitely an eyesore. It's going to bring the property value down automatically.
But the cleanup is still not done in the township's eyes. And if the 21st comes and there's no improvement, the township will charge them.
$17,000 is what it would have cost them if they would have done no work at all on the property.
To abate it for the township to abate.
That would be the total cost. That would be put on their tax duplicate.
That's $17,000, money the township would add to the owner's tax bill for having to hire their own contractor.
Now, we did reach out to the owner for comment, but have not heard back yet. Justice says this is one of just a dozen nuisance cases the township has handled in the past 2 years. In studio, Steve Iwanicki, WTOL 11.